Hi everyone, what's up? My name is Ariana and welcome to this channel, or welcome back to this channel if you have been here before. Today I am going to be giving cold hard truth advice to first time moms, and I made a little handy dandy notebook list of a few things I think are some pieces of advice you may not hear from everybody. This is going to be a different perspective and I'm going to keep it real today. We're going to start right off with do not cut off everyone because you will regret it later. For some reason, when I was pregnant and going into motherhood, just had my first baby, I was through this purge of a feeling where I was like, anybody I'm not talking to, anybody that's kind of iffy or on the fence, cutting them off my life, not talking to them anymore, and I just like pulled the plug. It's not that I regret the decision I made, I guess, more so than I just wish I would have sat down and thought about it before I made those rash decisions. I think a lot of it was my postpartum depression and my hormones were so out of whack. It's something to be mindful of, is that we do all kind of go through this emotional, hormonal roller coaster after pregnancy, and just kind of like keep it under wraps, don't cut everybody off. And then if people are trying to reach out to you because they love you and they care, at least give them something. Don't be annoyed by it. Don't take it personally. They just care. Going right into the next part, this is something I feel like we just don't really talk about, but it is an issue. And that is when you are speaking with somebody or catching up with them, don't just talk only about yourself and your baby. Especially if you're talking to people that don't have children, they can't relate with you. So you can talk about your child, but try to limit how much you do. I'm guilty of this myself, but I've really tried to be mindful about it and not just talk about that. I know there's more to life than just a baby, and that sounds so bad because obviously us moms, all we want to do is talk about our child. That's all we think about, live and breathe our children. But we have to be mindful when we are having conversations with people that we cannot be only talking about our life, and that includes our children. Okay, this next one is going to hit home for some people, but it's just my honest opinion. If you are struggling breastfeeding and you aren't sure if you want to stick with it, or it's really just become difficult for you, stick with it, because I was trying to breastfeed Willow and it was so hard for me. She wouldn't latch right. I was already really tired. And in 2 weeks in, I thought I couldn't do it. And I'm glad that I stuck with it because I was able to breastfeed for 8 months and I don't regret it. I'm so thankful I did. I had a way deeper connection with her and I understood motherhood a lot more breastfeeding. So I think I'm going to absolutely try to do that longer with my second child. So all I'm saying is if you are struggling with breastfeeding, stick with it because I believe in you. All right, the next piece of advice I have is get out of the house without the baby. You need it, your baby needs it. It's good for both of you. Go out with a girlfriend, go get a pedicure, go to lunch, go to Starbucks yourself. You need time away from your baby. It took me a long time to get out of the house without the baby. I think it was weeks before I actually was outside again. And that really played a role in my postpartum issues. So I strongly suggest getting out at least a little bit here and there throughout the week. Okay, next one is selectively decide who your mom friends are. Just because somebody has a baby near the time you have a baby does not mean that you guys should be friends. I found this to be a huge issue when I get pregnant. Even I had people reaching out to me trying to be like my mom friend, and I really didn't want to be friends with all these people. I was like, listen, we weren't friends before, why would I be friends with you now? I'm not saying I'm better than anybody or I was trying to be standoffish and rude. There were just some people that I definitely didn't vibe with and I wouldn't want to be friends with, but just because we had children around the same time, I felt like pressured to be friends with them. So I'm glad that I stuck with the whole, I'm only going to be friends with the people that I want to be friends with, not because we have children close to each other's age. Next piece of advice, babies can pick up on your energy and the energy around them. So please be mindful of what you do and say and how you are feeling and reacting around them, especially moms and their little babies when they're so little. They can sense your stress And sometimes when they're inconsolable and you can't put them down, if you just relax, breathe, and like try to focus on yours, then they can pick up on that and they will actually genuinely change their shift in mood. So keep that in mind. Okay, next thing is stand firm on your wishes. You are the parent, remember that. And I know it's really hard for a lot of grandparents to understand, is that they're so used to parenting you, they want to control what you do with your child, and that's not the case. Not even just the grandparents, I'm talking about anybody. Don't let them tell you what you should do with your child. You are the parent. My next piece of advice is buy the photo shoot, spend the money on it, spend the extra money on the mini photo shoot, because they seem kind of stupid to some people, but to me, I am so thankful I've gotten every single photo I have ever gotten with my daughter. They grow so quickly, they go through these stages and they're only looking like they do and are so little for so long. There's massive differences in all stages of babies. Get the photo shoot, you're going to want it later. My next piece of advice, I actually can really help you with this. Stay informed, constantly stay educated on pieces of information about being a parent, your child's development, and things like that. And I have a whole section on my YouTube channel under a playlist for toddler stage, newborn stage, pregnancy, postpartum, all of that. If you are looking for any information on those things, product ideas, or stuff about nurseries, stuff about baby showers, I got you covered. So just check out my page, my playlists. I have all sorts of information that you can look at that for, but not just my channel. Go on YouTube and research other moms, look up things. If you have questions, it's all on there. You know, our internet is at our fingertips, and I think it is amazing to have that with parenting. And my last piece of advice for today is to just simply be patient. This was really hard for me for a long time. It even still is to this day, because I'm not a very patient person, but being a mom has forced me to be patient. Especially in the beginning, I was so go, go, go. I was always trying to get everything done asaply. And I feel like when I had Willow, it slowed me to a halt. And it really made me look at life at a completely different perspective. Be patient, because we should be living in the moment. And I feel like we're always looking for the next thing when we should be appreciating the now. So yeah, simply be patient. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I wanted to do just like an overall piece of advice for first-time moms in my own version and things I think I wish I would have known. So I'm hoping this helps anyone. These are my personal opinions into advice for you. If you want other videos like this, do let me know and I would love to do that for you. So thanks for watching today's video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and click the bell button to be alerted when I post. I upload a new video every Monday and Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, stay sassy. Bye guys.